let's talk about this real quickly. Now, we see you here. This was you earlier this year during the
Yes.
summer. You worked Alex Martin's corner here, and you also worked with Mo Hooker,
Yes.
and you had Bo Mack in the corner and Terrence Crawford as well in the corner
Yeah.
with you. And right here we see you wrapping his hands.
Mhm.
Now I wanted you to demonstrate that, but you don't have anyone to do it with, so we're going to have you come back in the future, and
Absolutely.
you'll walk us through a whole hand wrapping
For sure.
scenario.
For sure.
But I just want to ask you this now: when wrapping hands, do you do the same technique with every fighter, or do you switch it up depending on the fighter, if they have if they're known for having hand injuries or anything like that? Talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, that's a great question. The three things that I focus on, obviously, the knuckles to make sure that they have enough padding. I mean, that's their moneymaker. The second thing too is, you have to make sure the thumb is secure. A lot of boxers, when they're punching, they may leave their thumbs open. You can't really tell because the gloves on. So you need to make sure that their thumb is protected in case they get hit and, broken thumb. Another thing is you really have to have the wrist secure. You don't want the wrist, moving here, because if you punch and it goes back or forward or whatever, you can really mess yourself up. So, but if there's because, you can only use, I forget the exact measurements. I just know because the rolls, a certain amount of gauze. And then some commissions will allow tape on the wrist and around the thumb and stuff, and then some will not, so it just depends on where you're fighting. And then of course, obviously, internationally with our elites, because the boys don't wear headgear,
Yeah.
There's some different rules too to that. But if somebody has an injury, I always ask them, I'm always touching them. It's like, somebody said one time, like whenever it sounds bad and I don't mean it negatively, but like when you're trying to relate to like a horse, and you want them to trust you, you have to touch them, and they have to trust you enough to wrap their hands, because anything can happen, broken hands, broken wrist, broken thumb, whatever. They have to trust you. So I'm always touching the hand. I'm asking them, is this too tight? Is it too loose? Where are your injuries? And then I, wrap according to whatever the situation is.
Thank you all so much for watching this clip from the Gym Chronicles. Link to the full video will be in the description. Don't forget to subscribe to In the Ring with Christine and this channel as well.